What up, what up, what up, what up? This is Fashion Addict tuning in. It is 1 week out from Black History Month. We are 1 week out. So we want to make sure that we take this weekend. Because, March comes and then it's everybody else's holiday. So, today for Black History Month, we're going to discuss just more things on Black history, like the abolitionist movement. It was a social and political push for the immediate emancipation of all slaves and the end of a radical discrimination and segregation. Now we're going to break down some of these words. Hello, hey everybody. We're going to break down some of these words that we're probably used to hearing. Emancipation, discrimination, segregation, and sharecropping. We should discuss that, of course, so we can also gain knowledge on more of what's, the month means. Emancipation, to me, I put it as freedom. Discrimination would be social bullying, because that's still going on. Segregation would be separation, of course. Separation of color, skin, sex, gender, and sharecropping would technically be the industry today. So we're going to get into that. But for emancipation topic, it started in the 1830s actually. 1870s is when it ended. And that's when, of course, we got our freedom and other things happened, of course. It took form in the 1840s up north first. So New York and all of them got it first, as they always do. But hey, either way is good. We got things moving in 1840. And it raised issues, which is how the Civil War was led to. So basically, we kind of started the Civil War. We needed it to happen. We wasn't going to go for it. Let me see here. So basically what emancipation means is free. You're free to roam, be a human being, regardless of what race. The fact of the process of being set free from illegal, social, political, or restriction and liberation. So right now, we are free as a bird. And I'm glad that our ancestors fought for that. Now, getting to discrimination. Discrimination basically means it is an unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories, people, or things, especially on the ground of race, age, and sex. Now, when you hear people getting sued for discrimination, like, oh, this guy was gay, or this girl was, looking like this with purple hair, that would be discrimination. But what we're talking about here is discrimination of race. Now, back in the day, there was, all white water fountains and bathrooms and stores and everything like that, and that would be the discrimination that they had said at the time. It's something that we need to know about as well, because we would appreciate our time now, because we're not being discriminated as much as we were being discriminated. Also with the sexes, because with black women, basically we were looked at as like, oh, we're basically animals, and we had to prove our integrity to a lot of people during discrimination times, especially such as these. Now, segregation, it is action or state of setting someone or something apart from other people or things, also being set apart in general. And that's the one I said that was separation. Now, segregation, basically, if I'm me and I'm sitting in the same room as, I guess, another, Caucasian woman, it would be like, oh my God, why is she in the room? Oh my God. Da, 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 da. But we've came a long way with that. A lot of brave people have came forward, like the girl that went to the all-white school, and she fought her way to go to school. She wanted to be educated. And that's how we need to fight for our education now, our jobs, things of that nature, not just because of race, but just in general. To me, that would be the separation, like how they have it now. We are still segregated at some point. We segregate, oh, that's, people who don't have it like that. That's people that don't, dress like me, things like that. We still segregate. Oh, they don't look like me. Oh, her hair is not straight, so she doesn't have good hair. So that's like segregation as well. Discrimination as well. Like, oh, she has pink hair. She's not cute because she has pink hair. That's also discrimination. And for our final understanding of this whole topic here, it will be sharecropping. Now, sharecropping, I said the industry because the entertainment industry today is sharecropping technically. I'm trying to build an industry, but you want your percentage of it. Now, most of the artists we have today, which, per se, are Latin and black artists, they're going through that right now. They have a contract that says you can make your music, but we are going to control how you act, do, say. So I don't really per se judge artists, really, but it's kind of like you're accountable for what you do and say. They're not holding a gun in your head, and if they are, then you shouldn't be in that situation. But either way it goes, I just think that sharecropping is with us too, so far as taxes. Like, we work for you all year, and then we have to pay taxes at the end of the year. Like, okay. But other than that, that's just a couple of, seeds to plant, do some expansion of research. I definitely would recommend you look into those 4 categories we went over today for Black History Month's category: emancipation, discrimination, segregation, and sharecropping. You'll be interested in finding what you find on those topics. Now, so far as